97.7 FM. We want to welcome everyone that is listening to us over our FM 97.7 FM frequency, as well as everyone watching us over our Ustream, our YouTube channel, our Facebook channel. And I want to welcome everyone to the second episode of Nature's Remedies with Dr. B. Now, it is a very, very interesting show, and I want to thank you, Doctor, for inviting me to be on your show and to be part of the show. I know that I'm going to be learning a lot in these next couple of days.
Yes, I'm happy to have you here to participating.
So now, I know that the good doctor will not brag about herself, but let me brag about you. You know, she's very well educated, very intelligent person, and with a lot of accolades to her name, and specialty in natural medicine. But she is, she's a medical doctor, and so. And I've known Dr. B for quite some time now, and I've seen her and at work, and I've seen how her patients have recovered in many aspects of life with different forms of infirmities or diseases or whatever you want to call them. But Doctor, tell me first of all a little bit about what this show has in store, and then of course today's topic is going to be body detox, right?
Yes, we're gonna do the show like twice a month on Thursdays, 7:30 to 8:30 live, and we're gonna be covering some different talks pertaining to the community here, like diabetes, high blood pressure, and flu season, anything that will be related to this community.
Fantastic. Now, today's topic is body detox.
Yes.
First of all, what is body detox?
Well, we need to do a detox because usually we eat things that we're not supposed to. Like, for example, if we eat gluten every day, like pasta, pizza, and dairy products, those things won't digest, will accumulate in your gut. And that when they accumulate, like anytime your colon will be dirty, you don't produce a clean blood. No clean blood, no immune system. So the intestines, 75% of the immune system is from the gut. So and no good blood, no health either, because the blood will be impure. And when people is higher on levels of toxicity, they would have rashes on the skin, itching, and some breakout on the skin. So will be the last level that they really need a detox.
I know a lot of children will start getting like little pimples behind the arms.
That's a gluten intolerance.
Gluten intolerance.
That's intolerance. Like the gluten intolerance, they would have those bumps on the skin here on the arms, and also they can have a nose bleeding, and that's from the gluten intolerance too.
Nose bleeding. I know a lot of children that get nosebleeds.
Yes, and usually like they eat bread, too much bread. They can have headaches, and they won't digest. They will accumulate on their gut, especially 2 years old, 1 year old, and they would have bleeding too. Like if they be playing on the sun or eat too much gluten, by nighttime they'll be bleeding. And the way we correct that, we have some gel that we can to heal the what is open there, the vessel, and tell the mother not to give the gluten or dairy products. But it's gluten intolerance.
Gluten, very interesting. Gluten intolerance.
That's why it's very important to detox, like a body detox. Like when you are sick, the reason people die is because a cell level cannot detox no more. Like it's so built up in toxins, then the cell die, and then the organ, and then the system, then the heart and the brain goes fade away. But it's toxicity. It's when you die, when you cannot deal with toxicity no more. Your body's too acidic.
Wow. And now you've talked about some of the signs of body toxicity. Is there any other sign that we might have not discussed?
Well, it's like there's signs in how you feel too. You can feel fatigue, stress, overwhelmed, headache, lack of mental clarity, skin breakout, blemish, cold, flu, microbes, and viruses. So all these could be signs and symptoms of toxicity body. Like for example, one sign that you see clear, like when your scalp is red, that's your body's acidic. It's a liver problem. So some things that you can see in your body, like for example, if you see a red dot on your body, that's cherry angiomas. So that means you're high in estrogen. So you're eating too much chicken breasts that is not organic, and you're accumulating the estrogen. Then it's going to affect the microcirculation. You're going to have red dots, and it's a break of the microcirculation. So that means your vessels are weak. But that's when you have tendons on the breast, like a size of 3 millimeters, could be a sign for cancer. That, but how we're gonna fix that by if you like to eat chicken breast, needs to be organic, or if you are eating out in the restaurants, needs to be the chicken leg or the wings or any other part. So it's very important to see what happened to your body, to recognize the signs and symptoms for you to detox your body or stop eating something that is harming your body.
And it all comes down to what we're eating, right? What we're putting into the body.
Yeah, the Bible is very clear. You are what you eat. It's totally like that. For example, one time we had a friend that used to be a pathologist, and we did a radio show, and then after that we sat down, and then he said to me, I say, oh, my friend is a pathologist. He never eats gluten or cheese. I say, why? He said, because when he opens the bodies, the first thing that he find on the guts is a bowl of gluten and cheese. And really, you don't digest. When you do the liver gallbladder flash here that we mentioned, that trash would come out, and you can see the gluten and the dairy. The cheese that we tolerate more or less is the white cheese, like feta cheese, any cheese that is white, ricotta cheese, cottage cheese. But all the yellow is processed, and you won't digest. It stays on your gut there, waiting to come out one day when you detox. So that's.
And it's amazing how it all comes down to, like we're saying, what you're putting into the body, processed foods. And that is, processed foods is something new, is something new to humanity. You know, we've survived for thousands of years on natural food.
Yes. Like, for example, Jesus did eat the bread, but the flour that he ate is called sarraceno. It's not gluten. Gluten is a man-made protein in laboratory in the 1970s. So your body is not made to digest that. So you can do bread using other flours, coconut flour, almond flour, buckwheat flour, millet flour, sarraceno flour. You can do it so to avoid the gluten, because the gluten really accumulates on your gut. And at 1 year old, 2 year old won't digest those things. So the tummy starts extends, and then we call pot belly. It's because you have too much debris inside your gut. Like, for example, when you do the liver gallbladder flash, you're gonna release mucoid plaques. It's old food, old things that did not digest and get stuck on the walls. And also you're gonna see liver stones. You're gonna see parasites if they're big enough for you to see with your own eyes. So when you do the liver gallbladder flash, you really see the trash coming out all the way from the liver down. And also you can do the colon cleanse too, like colonics. So you can take some colon cleanse with probiotics to start detaching all these things from the wall, and then you can do a colonics and you clean quickly. But first you have to detach all these from the walls, and then it'll be easier for you when you do colon cleanse or colonics.
Fantastic. And so I had a couple questions here for you, but we've already been answering them. We've just been discussing why is it necessary for body detox. We've talked about the signs of the body, signs that your body needs a detox. And then we've talked about the benefits of the body detoxification, right? Can you mention a few other benefits?
Yes, like the benefits, the main one is to restore your immune system. Like, for example, if you eat a lot of fast food, you create a lot of toxins on your gut and your liver, and it's all congested and everything, so they cannot process things well. And then the blood is going to be affected. The blood is going to be dirty and thick. And because you're eating things that you're not supposed to, like if you take antibiotic or if you take too much cokes or things like that, you destroy the normal flora, and they are responsible for absorption. So if you don't have the flora on the right, like you have to have 80% of the good flora and 20% of the bad flora. If you don't have correct absorption, you're going to accumulate body fat, because the body will produce fat cells to hide the toxins. So that's why it's very important to have a good diet and detox the body, because the benefits of the body detox is, like, for example, when you have allergies, all the time, you sneezing, pollen, things like that, is because your gut is dirty. And then, like if you have a diabetic ulcer and doesn't heal, you have a lack of circulation and your body is dirty. So once you start cleaning the colon, that wound will start healing. And when you clean, detox totally your body and replace the flora with probiotics, and your blood is clean, allergy goes away. And then if you start eating correctly again, it takes about 1 year to get dirty again, and then you're going to start having allergies again. So allergy really is leaky gut, and there's accumulation of toxins on your gut. And once you clean, the blood becomes clean, handles allergy.
That's amazing. And what do we do when we have allergies? We go out and get something with antihistamine, and that's it.
Yeah, we're not solving the problem.
Solving the problem.
No.
We're just, it's like a mechanic, and you're driving your car and the check engine light goes on, and you go to the mechanic and he turns off the check engine light and sends you home. You're not doing anything for the problem.
No, you're not. You're just putting a band-aid. You're not solving the problem. Like if you don't fix the problem, like you start, for example, having allergy for peanut butter, then you're going to increase allergy to fruits and go on and on until you become very allergic to anything, because you didn't detox. You just putting band-aids. Band-aids doesn't help. You need to address the root cause of the problem. Like if you're eating pizza every day and eating cheese every single day, allergies won't go away. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wow. And now we've talked about detoxing the liver, detoxing the gallbladder. You said?
Yes, the gallbladder.
Mm-hmm. And then the colon.
We can detox the body itself. Like when people go on fasting, juicing, like green juice, that's a whole detox, because by eating things like good for your body, mm-hmm. like the greens, little by little it starts going down the trash itself. And then you can do like colon cleans, liver, gallbladder cleans, kidney, lymphatic system, and blood. So we have products, and we have ways to clean by system or by organ or the whole body. There is ways to do.
And the kidneys, how do you detox the kidneys?
The kidneys, we have some herbs that would help it detox. Like we can use, we have 2 and 4 at the office. One is called HP Kidney, another one is HP Kidney. That will help to flush out toxins, and they can go 3 days or 5 days fasting on juice too, and they'll flush up the kidney. Or they can use red root or palo azul would help detox. Even the corn silk will detox the kidney. Oh, wow. So there is many ways to detox the kidney. And if they have stones, like usually stones are formed by incorrect liquid intake and lack of magnesium. So they'll form the stones on the liver, and the gallbladder is just a storage, but they will form stones on the kidney. Like for example, if they drink soda daily, they're gonna have kidney stones forming on the kidney. But when they do the liver gallbladder flush, will flush the stones in the liver and the gallbladder and the kidney. And to avoid stone formation, they need to drink magnesium daily, like magnesium chloride, 1 ounce 3 times a day, or 500 milligrams 3 times a day, would prevent to form the stones. But they really need to drink 2 liters of water daily. Needs to flush out all the toxins, because the water is an amazing remedy, and it can flush out all those toxins. and wash the cells.
Fantastic. And now tell us about the lymphatic system.
The lymphatic system, we have another herb there that's called HP lymphatic system that will detox the lymphatic system. But also we can use like a person can do a massage to drain the lymphatic system. Also, there is machines that they vibrate your body, and that's you can go on those machines 10 minutes, so drain the lymphatic system. And another things, there is the rebound, like 10 minutes jumping, that opens your lymphatic system. So there is many ways to clean the lymphatic system.
So jumping on those bouncers,
yes, that will clean the lymphatic system. Also, there is a machine that's vibrating that cleans the lymphatic system. Or you go to a masseur who will know how to drain your lymphatic system too.
I remember watching TV, these old movies where they would have this machine with a fan belt and it would just kind of shake your body.
Yes,
is that something similar?
Something like similar. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, you can stand up and shake your body, and helps drain the lymphatic system.
Now tell us about the detoxing the blood.
The blood, you can use detox the blood. There is some herbs that clean the blood, like essiac tea. It's good to clean the blood. Like burdock root is good to clean the blood. Because how you know when your blood is dirty? Like when you have abscess on the body, when you have too many itching, too much rashes on your body, so your blood is really dirty. So that's a sign that your blood.
So a rash.
Rash, yes, like psoriasis too. Psoriasis, yes.
Psoriasis,
You
wow.
need to clean psoriasis. You need to clean your colon and your blood. Psoriasis, yes.
So then, is there a particular order that we need to detox these different systems in our body, or can we start with any one of them?
Yeah, we usually I start with the liver gallbladder flash, because the liver gallbladder flash, you clean the liver, the gallbladder, and the whole intestine. And then we put the probiotics, and also if they have too many rashes on the body, we put essiac tea to clean the blood.
Okay.
So and also we give a diet 21 days that's called body detox. So we clean the whole system, because in order for you to recover your health, you have to detox first and learn how to eat properly. Like we have a list of the foods that they not supposed to eat, like that causes inflammation, like gluten, dairy, fried foods, caffeine, sodas, and GMO foods. And so we give a list, because those things cause inflammation. So you're not going to get better if you're still eating those things.
So then we detox all the different systems in our body, and then of course there has to be lifestyle changes.
Yes.
That we have to.
Yes, because if you're looking to improve your health or recover from any health problem, you have to detox your body. It's number one. It's number one.
Fantastic. And then, of course, what are some natural supplements that we could take to maintain our immune system? Once we've detoxed, once we know what the right foods are, we want to maintain that.
Well, to maintain the immune system, you can take vitamin C and vitamin E. They are antioxidants. Like you don't need powerful antioxidants, because vitamin C neutralizes free radicals of water, and vitamin E neutralizes free radicals of fat. So the cell die by oxidation. Like they become intoxicated, they cannot deal, and they oxidize, and then they die. But the antioxidant is to reverse that. So vitamin C and E to have daily. Like the body requires at least 250 milligrams 3 times a day with meal, and then vitamin E like 400 U twice a day. And it will be 2 antioxidants, one for water, one for fat radicals, and also vitamin D. Like for adults, I tell them to 10,000, and for children, small ones, 1,000 daily. Vitamin D is not really a vitamin, it's a hormone. But why people get sick in flu season? Because they lack in vitamin D. if they have a higher level of vitamin D, they don't get sick in flu season often. They can be sick, but few days, 24 hours or 48 hours, depends on each person, no? But and also they can take multivitamins, like with enzymes to absorb if they want, and minerals and magnesium they must. And I give iodine to everybody too. So if it is zinc, they can add zinc too. If they drink that daily, hardly they're gonna get sick. But they need to detox their body and correct their lifestyle, like the eating habits and everything.
That's right. And this is a lot of information that we're receiving here. So I know that there's people out there that want to get more information, that want to come in and personally see you. Can someone come out and set up an appointment to come and see you?
Yes, they can call the office. We are located in Nature's Remedy Center, 508 North 10th Street, Suite C10, McAllen, Texas. And the phone number for the office is 956-631-1664. And they can schedule appointments to see, to have a consultation with me. And I'll be glad to guide them to detox and to address their health issues.
And are you open Monday through Friday? Are you seeing patients?
Yes, we see the office are open Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 6 p.m.
And it's Nature's Remedies Center in McAllen. If you forget, you can always contact us here at the radio station. We'll send you her number. You can also just Google it. Just Google Nature's Remedies Center, McAllen, Texas, and her information pops up there. She's on 10th and Fur, right? 10th and Fur, more or less.
It's just before the subway. It's I think Tamarack.
Tamarack, okay.
Yeah, something. Like
It's on 10th between Business 83 and 495 or Pecan. So
Yes.
it's 10th Street between those two major roads, just to
Yes,
kind
we
of get
have
your
two
bearings.
restaurants there. Like one is El Cabrito, that is by the side, and the other one is Tokyo Sushi Bar. So I'm between those two restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Cabrito. No,
Yes.
Cabrito. Is that something on my list that I need to remove?
Well, if you're gonna become vegetarian, we don't eat. You cannot eat animal
Yeah, you can
products.
eat- okay.
Yes, but between all the meats, like cabrito is still a good because they don't have so much chemicals like the beef and the chicken, all the hormones
All
that
the
they
growth
put
hormones
yes.
they put on there.
Like goat milk is good.
Goat milk.
Yes, because they don't put too many additives or too many chemicals or too much hormones on them. Yes.
So goat milk is good
Yes.
on my list. Okay.
Like when the children has allergies, we switch to goat milk because most of the baby formulas they all have corn syrup, and sometimes they allergic to that.
Seems like
Yeah.
they're putting corn syrup in everything. The high fructose corn syrup is found in everything.
Yes, and what happened? Like when the baby born, and if the mother doesn't breastfeed the baby, so the milk makes to close the gaps in the intestine when they don't have the colostrum. They don't close, and the intestine becomes open. So that's how they become very allergic early age.
That's very
Yeah,
interesting.
But that's why it's very important for the mothers to breastfeed the babies, especially the first few days at least, because the colostrum, the purpose of the colostrum is to close, to close the intestine is open. And if they don't close, the baby is going to have allergy, and the milk has corn syrup, and the kids have rashes and allergies and things like that.
And then infections and all that, they open them up
Yes.
to I know, little babies that are going into the hospital because they took them to the clinic. They have a fever. They they don't know what's going on. They go, they check him. They say, oh, he doesn't have a flu. He doesn't have COVID, but we don't know why his white blood cells or high count is up high. Send him to the hospital because we don't know what's wrong with him. And so they're sending a little baby who's running a fever with that they don't know how to fix
Yes,
it.
the first thing that and they'll become sick all the time if you don't close the intestine. is called leaky gut, permeable intestine. So we have to close. Once you close, they recover their health. And how we close? We put probiotics, like baby probiotics.
Baby probiotics.
If you don't do that, the baby's going to be sick like every 2 weeks, every month, with flu, with anything. It's just because of that, because they didn't receive the colostrum to close those gaps. Yes.
And you have these products in your center?
Yes, we do. Like the baby probiotic, we don't, but for 1 year up, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you can direct them to where they can pick it up.
Yeah, so what they can buy. Yeah. So usually we redirect them to Mother Bliss.
Yes.
That is, they do specific for newborns and babies.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, we could sit here and talk for hours, and that usually happens when I go over to visit you at the clinic, at the center. We sit there and just talk forever, and this is a topic that's very interesting to me. And but is there, as we wrap up, and for those of you watching at home, that might have just logged on, please go back and rewind the video on YouTube or on Facebook Live and watch the whole thing if you're just catching us right now. But we're talking about body detox, and we talked about detoxing the body, detoxing the gallbladder, detoxing the liver, the kidneys, the colon, the blood, the lymphatic system, and why that's important. And once you detox that, you've got to there's some dietary life changes that you're going to have to do, lifestyle changes that you have to do, and then you got to make sure that you maintain your immune system up. And so that's kind of a recap of what we talked about today.
Yes, that's correct.
Is there anything that I missed that you'd like to include?
No, it's pretty much you said everything. But if they're interested in to learn how to do the liver gallbladder flash and the diets, the body detox, and the list of the things that they're not supposed to be eating that causes inflammation, they can stop by the office and pick up a free copy.
That's right. Stop by the center and pick up a free copy of all this information and have a chat with the doctor. You will be enlightened, I guarantee you. Once again, what is the address to your clinic?
It's 408 North 10th Street, Suite C10, McAllen, Texas. And I'll be located on 10th Street between two restaurants. It's called La Plaza Mall, I think there. It's, Concord Square. I'm sorry, Concord Square. I'm between El Pastor, that sells the cabrito, is El Pastor, and Tokyo Sushi Bar. I'm between those two.
But if you decide to go there, go eat first, because you're going to feel guilty if you go talk to the doctor and then you go eat somewhere. So rule of thumb, I go eat and I commit my sins by eating, and then I go talk to the doctor and feel bad afterwards. But I've already eaten, so no, just to.
But you learn how to detox, so you can detox.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do what I do, okay? Funny note. My son's with us in the studio. He's actually helping us backstage in the switcher, and he's young. And so right when we were getting ready for the show, we were talking. He asked for a soda. I says, no, the doctor's here, and we don't drink soda. We drink water. He's like, but we always drink soda when we go to fast food restaurants. I'm like, oh, you got me in trouble with the doctor. She's sitting right in front of me here. So that was an embarrassing moment for me. But don't do that. Don't do what I do. All right. But give us the phone number one more time.
It's 956-631-1664.
That's right. Thank you very much, Doctor, for coming out and producing episode 2 titled Body Detox.
Well, I hope we can help this community by educating so they can improve their health. That's the purpose for those shows.
That's right. Tell your friends about it. Tell them to catch it on YouTube. Tell them to catch it on Facebook. And stop by and visit Dr. B for more information and to get you squared away. Thank you once again for coming out.
You're welcome.
And stay tuned for episode 3, which is coming in 2 weeks, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. Stay tuned to 97.7 FM, The City. Thank you for watching.